everybody, it's Jamie. Sorry I didn't really post anything yesterday. I was going to do a video of my nurse accessing my port, and as it turned out, we had a lot of problems. And I think she stuck me 3 or 4 times with the barred power port Huber needle and wasn't able to get me accessed, and we ended up having to go with one of the old regular non-MRI compatible needles. So we don't know at this point if she's not real familiar with that needle in particular, the barred power port one. So is it that, or is there something going on my port? I do have a small port. So what we're going to do is I talked to my surgeon today. He said, have a different nurse come out and try to access it. And if they have the continued same problems, I may need to replace it. This is all great considering that on October 10th, I'm having a craniotomy for removal of a brain tumor off my brainstem. Yay. So I hope the port will hold up until then and I don't have to go have it replaced before my damn head has to get cut open. Anyway, it's been a rough day. Pancreas has been super angry. Last night the pain was getting pretty bad. Y'all saw the last video I put up was about the pain scale, and don't even get me started on people misusing the pain scale again. It'll just make my blood pressure go up. I think my pain finally got up to about 8. I did take my opioid pain meds I had, took pretty much everything I had, did IV infusion, and just tried to sleep. Heating pads, acupressure, TENS units, meditation. I do a lot of guided meditation. Sorry if the camera wobbled. My dog, Max, jumped off the bed. I do a lot of guided YouTube meditation videos, and I also have a fantastic yoga video that I bought off Amazon for like 20 bucks that I bought 6 years ago that changed my life. I mean, it decreased the need for pain meds significantly for me. With chronic pancreatitis, that's hard to do. It's considered one of the top 4 most painful conditions there is. I've had kidney stones, and I've had 2 childbirths where I didn't get any medication until right before I delivered, and I'll take those any day over pancreatic pain. And pancreatic pain ranges from, like right now, where it's like, I'm here, biatch. By the way, my pancreas is a man because I've called, he's a D-I-C-K. But, he's a feisty guy. Actually, his name's Freddy Krueger. My brain tuber is Miss Danvers, because if you know anything about classic literature, the most evil villain in classic literature was Miss Danvers, Danny, and Rebecca, written by Daphne du Maurier, and then the movie was Joan Fontaine and Laurence Olivier. So if you're a classic movie buff, check it out. It's great to pass the time if you're like me and stuck in bed a lot. So what I thought I'd show you is kind of how today is panning out. Today is a bad pancreas day. Today I will be, Max, really? Today is a bad day. I did go to the doctor today, and it was my primary care to share all my latest tests and records with her. She is my hub. She is the wheel of everything. She is amazing, and she coordinates everything when I'm ill with all these different specialists, and I just couldn't say more between her and my GI doctors and now my neurosurgeon and my neuro team. It's just spectacular. My neurosurgeon is going to keep him, involved with the pancreatitis team during all this, because you can guarantee my pancreas will flare up after the neurosurgery. It does after any time I have anesthesia and surgery. But anyway, today is all about bed. Remember I said in a previous video, you got to make space for yourself and time to be kind for yourself. And even on your worst, crappiest day, like last night, sitting here hugging my never throw away liners from grocery stores. They make great little trash bags, and they're free. This is my can I keep on my bed where I throw syringe art. Fun thing. But it's also the, in case of an emergency. It's always right here. And then I have a larger can over there. Never too far away from a pancreatitis patient is usually a bowl of some steaming slop. Right now I have chicken and rice soup. Mmm. Mmm. So yummy. It tastes like I just had it yesterday and the day before and the day before that and the day before that. Oh my God. Okay, what am I reading? If you notice, I always buy different little comforters. These are little throws. I never get inside the covers. If you're inside the covers, then you ain't out of bed. If you ain't out of bed, then you haven't started your day. So I make it a point every morning. I get up and I pull up the main comforters and blankets and pillows out. And then I just have a throw I get under as I lay on the bed. Because I ain't in bed. I'm on the bed. Okay? I know I'm pretty sassy for somebody who looks like Sasquatch right now, right? All right. What am I reading? The Witch's Kind. If you're offended by witches, I'm sorry. I'm offended by a lot of stuff. And I just ignore it when I'm offended by it. So walk on by. It's amazing. I love to read. I like the smell of books. Yeah, I'm weird. I don't like Kindle and I don't like Nook. And I have one of each. And I don't like them because I can't smell them. One of my best memories is going to the public library. My mother was an avid reader, and she would take me to the public library from the time I could walk, and she would just let me roam the stacks while she looked for books to read, and it gave her quiet time because I was one of those children that I didn't run and scream. Back then, honey, if you ran and screamed in a store, you were going to get a shoe upside the head. We didn't act like kids do today. So parents, don't tell me, oh, you can't control. You can control your kid. Do it. It's called parenting. Anyway, yeah, I was allowed to roam the store or the Stacks library because I wasn't going to rip books off the shelves. I wasn't going to rip pages out of books. I wasn't going to get things out of order. And I wasn't going to be allowed because if I was, the shoe was coming off. The strap was coming. Something bad was going to happen, okay? And we weren't having any part of that. We were very well behaved. Okay, so anyway, I love the smell of the books. I used to roam around as a child. I started reading very early. I had two sisters who were avid readers as well. One was 5 years older than me and the other one 8 years older than me. So I picked up on what they were reading. I wanted to know what they were reading. I can remember reading The Exorcist when I was maybe in 3rd or 4th grade. Whenever it came out. However old, yeah, it was like 3rd or 4th grade. You know, whatever they read, I read. I was reading the Little House books when I was in, kindergarten. I was an avid reader, and I started reading very early. And so my mother would take me to the library, and we would just browse for hours. And so, for me, Barnes & Noble's is my elixir. I used to go to Half Price Books, but let me tell you a little story about Half Price Books. I don't buy there anymore. I will sell books there, and my books are clean and free of all bodily emissions, okay? I'm just going to say. I once bought a cookbook from Half Price Books and flipped it open, and what did I find smashed in the page? Someone's giant booger. I won't even touch one of those books anymore. Okay, so I got my soup. I got my medical records that I got to send off to my insurance company. So unfortunately, they're piled on the bed. Got my read. Got my remotes. Important stuff here. Always got to. I do Fire Stick. Honey, you can find just about anything except your dead great granny on here. Lotion. I'm a Bath and Body Works snob. Actually, I'm a hoarder. I actually have 2 tubs hoarded of this stuff. Anybody want any? Seriously. So I keep a different bottle on the bed all the time. And I go through it. Like, I cover my body. Like, you would think it was the Sahara. But I cover myself 4 or 5 times a day. What else have I got? Blackout curtains. Blackout curtains are very important. I shut that one over there. It's barely cracked. And you can't see it right now. But it'll be pitch black in here like it's midnight. It's like a movie theater. I can turn on a movie with popcorn and honestly have a full movie theater experience. Craft light. This light we use when we access my port. Hang on, it's gonna get bright. It's got a big craft lighting. And then it's clip to hold projects, and it's got a magnifying glass that's slided. So, and it also has a USB port, so I can plug in my cell phone charged into it. Now I got it tipped and it wants to fall over. What else have I got? Do y'all want to see what else I got? I'll have to move the camera. Okay, let's go. Let's go for a little adventure. Yeah. The bedside table. What do we have here? Well, that's a box of alcohol swabs, so nothing exciting there. My wedding ring. Put some lotion on. Forgot about it. No. An empty vial of, look at me, I'm always like, is it empty or not? It's an empty vial of vinegar from last night. Drink, coaster, candle. I love Bath and Body Works candles too. Stereo. I like to listen to music a lot. Pictures of my family because I love them, and my Kleenexes and sprays. And Alexa, tell me I'm beautiful.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I just wish I had eyes so I could behold yours.
A girl's got to get a boost where she can. You know, I'm just saying. Okay, don't judge too much on the messiness. All right, so there's my cracked window. And there's my bookcase, which y'all recognized kind of yesterday. I had the supplies on it. And then TV. My TV. I could not survive without my TV. And the rest of the room is just kind of a... There's the bath. There's a whole bunch of junk that needs to be put up. There's the fireplace and some candles with fall stuff, blah, blah. There's the Max. Can you see the Max? Where is he? The Max. Max. He doesn't get up. Anyway. That's it. I look like hell. I really look like hell today. Oh my God. Why would y'all even want to look at me? Alright guys, so my pain today, I'm going to give it a good solid 5. We're going to do it to daylight, a realistic daylight pain reading. What is a 5? 5 is where you grimace and you're kind of like, it's a little too uncomfortable for me to get up. Sitting here, I'm okay, but if I get up and start walking around, I'm going to start kind of, and I don't want to be, so I sit down and rest my dumb butt, right? So 5's where you get up and you're really uncomfortable when you start moving around, and it's definitely worse than that damn paper cut some of them use as an example. And you just need to rest at a 5. So I'll eat my soup. I'll take my digestive enzymes with that, and I'll stick to this kind of stuff and my insurance stuff tonight and not eat anything that will upset it. The headache is minimal today. My migraines with the brain tumor can run from severe, like they were yesterday, to, I would say it's about a 3 today. So we're good. So I'm a 5. I'm in bed resting. I'm eating my soup. Could I get up and go do stuff? Yeah, I would. I could. I would be uncomfortable. And if I did, my pain would escalate. So rather than taking something for the pain, because I have the opportunity right now, I'll just lay down and rest. Some people don't have that opportunity and they have to keep going. And like, I'm not working today, so I've not worked a lot since the brain tumor diagnosis, and I'm about to not be working at all for a while. And so some people don't have that beneficial. They have to the benefit. They have to push through their pain, which means they do have to take something for pain. There is no shame in having to take something to treat your pain. There's no shame in taking an opioid when it is needed. One should never take more than is needed to get the pain under control. And I say that as in, control doesn't mean it has to be 100% gone. Control means it has to be where you can tolerate and manage it. No one in this country should have to not have the ability to have an opioid when needed to get their pain to a controllable level. And no one in this country should be told that they're not allowed the rights to be part of the determination of their medical care. That's not true. I help with my doctors, we choose a path for me. My path is different from some others and doesn't make theirs wrong. It doesn't make mine wrong. It just makes them all different. For me, I choose as much holistic as possible. If I can do acupressure before a pain med, and I'm not just talking opioids, I'm talking even an aspirin. If I can do acupressure first, I'm going to do it. If I can do yoga, meditative breathing, I'm going to do it if I'm in a situation where I can. A lot of times nausea helps prohibit that. It's no fun with this disease. I'm going to try non-opioid methods. There are non-opioid meds that are fantastic at relieving pain. I'm going to try heat, TENS units, exercise. Exercise does help pain. One of the biggest misnomers in the world is that exercise is going to aggravate the pain. Well, you may be a little sore at first, but you will overcome. Especially pain of nerve ending type pain, like fibromyalgia and pains like that. Exercise is a huge benefit. It's painful as heck when you start, but it is a huge benefit in the long run. It helps prevent the disease from progressing further, apparently, according to the studies and stuff I've read. But back to where I was with me. My own pain plan works for me. I take an opioid when I need it. Sometimes I do. One of the things I had told my doctors from the very beginning was I did not want to ever be reliant on opioids because of my career. I have always said, and I will maintain this for the rest of my life, I will never do my job while under the influence of any sort of controlled substance. So if I get to the point where I can't control my pain well enough without those type of meds and work, then I will not work. It's as simple for me. And some people can have jobs where they can take controlled substances safely. I don't. So everybody's an individual, and you got to do what's right for you. But everybody deserves care. And I'm going to eat my soup. It's getting cold, and I'm probably going to have to take some medication in a little while. You know, you just feel it. It's coming. It's just coming. It's just circling. It's like a vulture. The pain just circles and circles and goes, here I go. And usually it comes right here to the pancreas. And then Freddie comes out with his knife claws and goes, you just thought you were having a halfway decent day. Hey, Freddie. All right, maybe I'll dress up for Freddie as Halloween this year. Yeah. Anyway, guys, have a great day. I hope everybody's having a semi-painless day. And next time.